Sure don't, Jeff. I tore out the sheets that I already used and left them in the vehicle.
I think it was.
But let me finish. Dominguez in left, Valero in center, and
Maury,
Gomez
we've
in
been
right.
off the air. We've been off the. We are live now, Maury.
Welcome back to Panther softball. Panthers come up in the bottom of the first scoreless. Guerrero, Miller, and Salazar.
Maury and I apologize. We missed the whole first part of that, so we were not live on YouTube, and I apologize to the fans, but we are currently live now as Tristan Miller goes 1-2-3 in the top of the first.
A ground out, a strikeout, and a strikeout. So he didn't miss much offensively, but a good defensive job inside the circle.
I don't know why I missed that. I mean, I was right there, and I thought we had everything going. But
first pitch to Guerrero is a strike call. Martinez delivers. No balls and one strike to Guerrero, the third baseman for the Panthers. The 0-1 delivery. That's high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Guerrero rating the 1-1 pitch. It's on its way. Fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Martinez doing some cosmetic work there, where she comes down after her plant foot. Guerrero waiting the 1-2 pitch as we Panthers bat here in the bottom of the first. That ball is fouled back into the screen. Count holds it, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Respecting Guerrero's bat as they are deep in center and in left. Right also, they're about 10 feet off the warning track. There's a little bit of a warning track out there. Martinez stares in. The 1-2 pitch, and that backs Guerrero off, and that hit her, didn't it? Oh, my.
Well, it should have.
She did a good job of getting out of the way of that pitch.
You're the leadoff batter. That's what you're looking for, a way to get on base, but she wants to hit.
No,
she
absolutely.
Said, I don't want to get hit. I want to hit.
The 2-2 pitch, way high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Any way you can get on. Tristan Miller waits on deck. Already had a cancellation in Major League Baseball already today, Jeff, with the COVID.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be
Striking
fewer and fewer,
again,
though, because I think a lot of the teams are getting vaccinated.
The payoff pitch coming to Guerrero. Ball is lifted into right field, but it'll be out of play.
Golly, Maury, I feel bad for not starting the broadcast a little sooner because you had a good point about a science lesson. You really brought up a good point about the science lesson, which
gave a good point that we got the smartest listening crowd out there.
Yeah.
The payoff pitch coming once again to Guerrero. Strike called inside corner. Guerrero was going to first base, thought it was ball 4, but it was a strike call for first out of the ball game. Tristan Miller, the pitcher for the Panthers, up to the plate. Tristan Miller started off the game Tuesday with a masterpiece, a Miller masterpiece, a home run. Put the Panthers up 2-0. First pitch. Strike call.
This pitcher's got a little bit more zip on it, Maury.
This is not the one we faced the first time, I don't think, is it?
Yeah, oh yeah. I think she came in late in the game.
I know she didn't start. No.
But she's got a little more zip on it than what we've seen recently.
I think her and the first baseman switched.
Possibly.
The last time.
Yeah, possibly.
The 0-1 pitch. The ball is lined into center field. Going back on it and making the catch on the run is Valero. A good running catch going away from him. That ball was tailing to the right side of the field. F8 if you're scoring at home for the putout. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Aliana Salazar. Burris got a little left on that one. It was tailing away, but a good job by Valero of tracking that ball down.
That was
Miller. Excuse me.
Miller, yeah.
Ball was slicing away from Valero, but she stayed with it.
She squared it up. Did all she could.
Salazar now batting, takes the first pitch for a strike.
She throws I'm going to call it a slider, Maury.
It's got good
movement.
movement.
That ball moves from, the batter's point of view, left to right. I'm calling it a slider, a little slurve coming in there. It's baseball terminology.
Martinez stares in. Salazar waits for the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, no balls and 2 strikes. Update from the boys' game. They are through 2 innings now. Medina Valley is still clinging to that 2-0 lead. Getting those updates from Darren Marty. Appreciate it. But business here, the 0-2 pitch coming to Salazar. Swing and a miss, so both pitchers go send the teams down in order, 2 of them with strikeouts. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. We're through 1 scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the second scoreless. Dominguez, Martinez, and Rodriguez. 4, 5, and 6 in the order for Harlandale.
Maury, and the way this game has started off, looks like every run's going to count.
Yes, it will.
Their pitcher did a really good job of, bringing the heat and keeping our girls off balance. And Trista Miller did a good job in her half of the inning.
So, Dominguez, the shortstop, will lead off. Left-handed batter for Harlandale. Slaps the first pitch into left field. Salazar going back. He's not going to get it. It's off the wall. A stand-up double to start off the inning. Dominguez just went opposite field with that, Jeff. Just took the pitch where it was at.
High fastball. That's actually that's Upton out there in left field.
Okay, well that's not what.
And Upton took she kind of took a roundabout angle instead of getting back to the fence. Find the fence, and that's what happened the other night in the game. We didn't get back and find the fence.
That was my bad. I
find the fence and come back and find the ball.
Upton as the extra hitter and Salazar in left, so my bad. Martinez, the pitcher, now takes the first pitch for a strike. Martinez would sure like to help her own cause here. So that is Upton in left field. The 0-1 pitch is hit in the shallow left. Burris going out way deep. And that ball needs to be called off by the left fielder.
Yeah, that's the inexperience.
I mean, that's the left fielder's
she
play all the way.
Got to come, and she's got to be aggressive, and she's got to let everybody know that she's in charge. And that's something she will learn. Kaylee, I've known Kaylee Upton for a long time. She has not played a lot in the outfield. But that's something that, that's the old triangle drill we talked about last week. She's got the top of the triangle. She's got everything in front of her. She's got control of. So, base hit.
Base hit. And Burris did a good job of getting back there. She was 20 steps inside in the grass.
Yep.
But she saw Upton coming and thought she was going to take control, and the ball fell right in between them. So that's going to bring up
ever really called it.
The first baseman, Ashlyn Rodriguez. She comes to the plate with runners at first and second with no outs. They had a courtesy runner at first for the pitcher. I'm not sure. It looks like number 14, Victoria Prieto.
Well, the thing is here now is you want
to
minimize the damage right now. Obviously, it looks like the Harlandale coach is not bunting over with first 2 people on base. and getting them 60 feet closer.
Ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody out. Dominguez at first. Dominguez at second. Prieto at first. As Prieto is courtesy running for the pitcher Martinez. That ball is lifted in the infield. That should be an infield fly.
That is an
Gabby
infield
Casino
fly.
calls it.
You know, and that's just, I mean, it doesn't work all the time, but when you've got runners on first,
You've got to
second,
advance them if you can.
You've got to advance the runners, and the best and easiest way to do it is to sacrifice bunt.
Jordan Stelzick, the third baseman, now up at the plate, and that was what the Panthers needed there. Needed to get that first out. Miller delivers to Stelzick. Ball low. 1 ball and no strikes. And I don't know if that's, well, I don't know if that's showing that you don't think 1 run or 2 runs is going to be enough. That's a shot down in the left field line. It's in for a hit. Renslow misplays it. It goes into the corner. Coach is waving her around. Going to hold her up. So that's a single and then an error on the Panthers.
Yeah, well, thank goodness they didn't bunt him over, because that would have brought home 2 runs.
That would have been 2 runs for sure. But Dominguez comes in and scores from second base.
That's going to be an earned run, but they advance on the error.
The second and third.
Yeah.
I think regardless, maybe
Yeah, we've had
Martinez or Prieto would have made it to
we've had a
to
change.
third, but
There's a new left fielder. You know, and you hate to see that in the middle of an inning.
so it looks like Kennedy is going to go out there and play left field for the Panthers. That's number 5, Kennedy.
Yeah, that is Kennedy.
But Kennedy and Jeff, that's where she started out at the year in left field. Am I correct? I believe so. Early in district play, she was. I
know at the first game they had 3 freshmen in the outfield.
And I think she was the starting left fielder, I believe.
Oh, Katie Burris went to first.
So Katie,
Salazar comes in and goes to shortstop. So Upton came out, and that's what it is. Kennedy goes out to left field because she was at first.
Yep. But Salazar comes in and plays shortstop,
Right.
and Burris moves to first.
Well, she didn't take any throws over either, so here we go again, Maury. Minimize the damage.
The 0-1 pitch, strike call, no balls and 2 strikes.
A strikeout would go a long ways to helping that.
The designated player, Jacinda Salazar, at the plate. Miller twirls the softball, the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Miller.
That was one of them that you needed. Now all you need is a little ground ball.
It's going to bring up the second baseman, Angela Salazar.
Or a strikeout.
Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Harlandale with 1 run across here in the second. Strike called. The 0-1 pitch. Ball is lifted in the shallow left field. Salazar calls it and makes the catch. F6 if you're scoring at home for out number 3.
That's
But-
the way you minimize the damage.
But
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The folks from Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm invite you out this weekend to enjoy Belgian sausage on a bun, fresh-cut fries with their homemade andalou sauce, or a Belgian waffle with strawberries, whipped cream, and Belgian chocolate drizzle. They've got lawn games and a pretty cool playground to keep you and the kids entertained. Open Thursday through Saturday, 5 to 11 p.m. Check out shotandbull.com or their Facebook page to see upcoming live music and public events. If you're looking to host an event of your own, consider Shotzi's Barn and Barnyard. It's got some good old-fashioned rustic charm with lots of fresh air. They'd be honored to celebrate life's best moments with you at Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. 3 hits in that inning, but Harlandale only scores 1 run. So,
Maury, I want to apologize to the listening audience again. I don't think we had our audio on that last inning. I am just really screwing this up tonight, and I apologize, everybody, but we are going to get this right. We had a change in left field. We moved somebody to shortstop, brought in Salazar, went to shortstop, and Mackenzie Kennedy went to left. Katie Burris went to first, but it didn't matter because Tristan Miller took care of everything in the circle.
Burris leads off here for the Panthers in the second, trailing 1-0. Ground, oh, wow, a big hopper to the first baseman. Rodriguez ate that up. Burris got all of that one. That robbed Katie of extra bases. 3 unassisted for the out. But could they still see the video?
Yes.
Okay. Hayden Renslow now the catcher up at the plate.
I'm not even watching the other game tonight, Maury. It's just statistics. I'm doing a terrible job as a producer tonight, Maury. You can cut my pay.
Ball low, 1 ball and no strikes.
So for all of the softball ladies that go back and watch the game tonight and coaches,
or try to listen.
Yeah, we apologize, but we were just so flabbergasted by what occurred at the beginning of the game.
1-0 pitch, foul back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, Coach Montello pulled one on us.
Pulled a fast one on us.
You know, and we fell for it on April Fool's Day, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We looked like fools.
Yep.
Or at least I know I did.
So, Coach Montello, they had teacher appreciation going on, and where each one of the girls selects a teacher that has meant something to them this year that goes beyond the game for them.
Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
And towards the end of it, Coach Montello came up here and asked us to come down and help her carry something because her coaches were all tied up. And so Maury and I go down there, and they surprised us with a prize, with recognition, a jersey and paraphernalia.
A face mask and a COVID bracelet.
Yep. And good take.
3 balls and 1 strike now to Renslow.
But we were chosen as the Medina Valley Broadcast Network was chosen as what was the title they gave us?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. That's terrible. But thank you to the softball team.
I was so surprised.
Yeah, we were both flabbergasted as we were down there. Nice surprise. And we do it because we love to do it.
3 balls and 1 strike. Foul back into the screen. Just love being part of athletics, period.
Absolutely. Athletics means so much to so many people. And, it helps shape kids for the future. I know you've been a part of it, your brother, your nephews, my children, and
my dad,
your dad.
My uncles. Swing and a miss. 3rd strikeout for Martinez. Renslow strikes out for the 2nd out in inning number 2. He's going to bring to the plate the extra hit, Kaylee Upton. Upton bats with 2 outs here in the 2nd. Panthers trail 1-0.
Kaylee needs to see one hit the green grass.
Strike called. No balls and 1 strike.
Get her confidence back. She had a rough half an inning out there in left field. All it takes is to have the ball, see an empty space out there somewhere.
Absolutely. Martinez with a long stare in to Velasquez. Renslow, the 0-1 pitch, high. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You're kind of off your game tonight, too.
Do what?
This is Upton.
Who did I say?
Renslow.
Oh, okay. Well, she was a strikeout victim, so let's see if Upton can come through. Even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs. Kaylee awaits the 1-1 pitch. Foul back into the screen, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Tell you what, pitcher here is doing a great job of Martinez about being around the strike zone. She's missed high a couple of times, but I think, that's trying to get somebody to chase. Well, she's throwing a lot of strikes.
Upton awaits the 1-2 pitch. Martinez really delivered in between pitches. And the pitch. Ground ball to second base. Salazar to Rodriguez for the putout. Panthers go down in order. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no Panthers left on base. We're through 2 innings. Medina Valley trails 1-0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab, posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado, posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the third, 1-0. And Jeff, going back with that proton neutron stuff, electron and the neutron went into the bar, and the proton was the barkeeper, and the electron and the neutron both ordered a drink. And the neutron said, "What do you owe you?" And he said, "You don't owe me anything." And the electron said, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Yeah, negative, nothing." And the neutron said, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Yeah, no charge." He said, "Are you positive?" He said, "Absolutely, I'm a proton." First pitch to the leadoff batter is a strike call, a ball call actually. No balls and 1 strike. 1 ball or no strike. Second pitch for Miller is, wow, just low.
And if you're Miller, you got to come right back. You don't want to, you've already given Harlandale a run here.
Valero is 0 for 1. She grounded out to Guerrero to start the game. Takes the first 2-0 pitch for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Might have chased ball 3 there, Jeff.
Yeah,
that looked
a
little high. But we'll take it.
This is the leadoff batter, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Strike call. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Jeff, Coach Montella's pulling one on us because she changed the defense back around once again as Kennedy is back at first. Burris is at short, and I'm not sure if that's might be Dominguez out in left field.
I'm not sure who that is. As Cancino, I see Gonzalez.
It is number 88.
Salazar.
That is Dominguez.
Salazar's in right field now.
Yep, that is Dominguez in left field now.
I guess she had time to think about it in between innings and decided that was a little bit stronger defense for her.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Valero, the leadoff batter here in the third. Strike call. That's a backwards K. That's a strikeout looking for out number 1.
Yeah, that looked like a pretty good pitch.
4 strikeouts. That's going to bring up Nikki Dominguez, the left fielder. Nikki struck out in the first inning for the second out of the ball game.
Next up for the Indians, number 9, Nikki Dominguez.
And, talking about Mackenzie Kennedy, Jeff, she's probably got a little bigger wingspan there
At first
base. So
makes sense.
you see why she's there. Good job by Miller coming off the plate for that as Dominguez chopped it in front of home plate. Miller coming out of the circle for the putout. 1-3 for out number 2.
Yeah, it looked like she tried to drag bunt her way on.
Next up, number 10,
just barely got enough of it to push it in fair ball territory. Guerrero was charging hard from third base also.
Doing what they can to try to get on base.
Rosa Vasquez now batting. Vasquez struck out to end inning number 1, so she's 0 for 1 tonight. Miller delivers. That pitch is inside on the fist, swung and missed. Actually, she might have tipped that one.
I think it may have hit her, too. That pitch was running inside on her hard.
But if it hits you in the hands, it's part of the bat if you're swinging through it. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted foul out of play. No balls and 2 strikes.
So Miller's come right back and gotten ahead of their 3-hole batter.
Vasquez doing the catching tonight for Harlandale. Down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Miller delivers. Good spot, though, just off the plate.
Yeah, tries to pick away at that outside corner, which I believe we're going to see a lot of Tuesday night.
Renslow tried to bring that, pull it back. Oh, definitely you're going to see that. 1-2, foul back. Count holds it 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Vasquez. That ball is lifted, foul, going to be out of play. So we'll replay 1 ball and 2 strikes. You've just joined us 3-0. Harlandale scored a run in the second. 1-0, excuse me, in the 3rd inning. Shot into right field, in hard, and catch. Oh, it gets by her. That's Salazar out there, and that ball's going all the way to the fence. Vasquez with a single and a 2-base error. And Vasquez with good wheels, single, and then goes all the way around as the ball went through Salazar.
Yeah, that was one that Salazar tried to come up on, and it was a dying quail. And it was headed right for the ground, and it had a lot of topspin. And when she came up to get that ball, it just kind of hugged the ground and went right between the old legs to the fence.
That's going to bring up the number 4 hitter, Juliana Dominguez, playing shortstop. Juliana started off inning number 2 with a ringing double off the base of the fence. Came around and scored the lone run on Jordan Stelzik's single. Score from the boys game. Medina Valley up 4-0 after 3. Little different story here. Panthers down in the 3rd. That ball is lifted into the infield. Guerrero calls it. Burris calls her off in foul ball territory and makes the play.
Senior and a junior there understand the triangle drill and took care of business.
So no runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base. We're through 2.5. Medina Valley trails 1-0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Panthers will send to the plate 7, 8, 9, Dominguez, Casino, and Gonzalez. So far, Janelle Martinez has put the Panthers down in order first 2 innings. 3 of them via the strikeout, 2 ground outs, and a fly out. So the Panthers looking for their first base runner. of the night.
Yeah, and, a couple of them have really squared the ball up well. Tristan Miller hit one to the center fielder in the first inning, and Katie Burris hit one right at the first baseman in the second inning. So they're squaring it up. They just got to get a couple of them to fall.
Staying with the scientific things, the Panthers are hitting atom balls. They're right at them.
Adam. Boy, I bet your science teacher loved you.
Mr. Ringbaum, I liked him.
Had Mr. Byram and Coach Hughes.
Oh, I like Coach
Hughes
Hughes
for chemistry.
handlebar mustache.
Oh yeah,
good. He was
Still
a very
got
good
it.
off-season. He was a very good cross country coach.
Yep.
Also,
he coached cross country. Yeah.
Dominguez the batter, swing and a miss. No balls and one strike.
Coached some state champions too.
Absolutely.
He's still around. I saw he is still around here, and he's farming now, I guess, in his retired life.
No balls and one strike. Dominguez leading off here in the third. Panthers trail 1-0. Martinez stares in. The 0-1 pitch. Dominguez, that's foul back, and she had a good cut on that pitch. Just didn't square it up. Real good swing. Casino waits on deck. Elena Gonzalez in the hole. Panthers looking for their first base runner of the ball game. Martinez twirls that nuclear grapefruit. The 0-2 pitch. That ball is lifted in the shallow center field.
That's
Center
trouble.
fielder coming in. Second baseman's off her glove. That's a single.
That's a base hit.
That's a Texas leaguer. So the Panthers get their first base runner with Aubrey Dominguez leading off for the Panthers. Gabby Casino at the plate. Jeff, and right here you got the perfect hitter for this situation.
Yeah.
Gabby loves to go opposite field.
You have the perfect hitter, but you also have a perfect situation with your leadoff runner on with a good bunter up. So
That's
be
true.
interesting to see if you're going to, try to hit and run here. What kind of speed do we have with Dominguez, or do you just try to bunt her over and let
just sacrifice
let the
them
next
out.
two batters try to get her home?
We'll see what happens. As Casino waits, and that pitch is called a strike.
And she had nothing on the first pitch.
No sign of anything there. It's taking that pitch the whole way.
And I tell you what, Maury, just heard somebody holler. The third baseman's not crashing, and they're asking the pitcher to cover the left side of the infield. Not a bad spot to try to lay down a bunt right here.
Push it past the pitcher. You can. Vasquez set up side. Way
Now-
outside, and that pitch
now
gets
that's-
away.
Now
Now-
you're talking a little differently.
Pass ball. Actually, that's a wild pitch.
That is a wild
Catcher had
pitch.
no chance. Usually when it's a pass ball, that's when it's in the dirt and they blame it on the catcher. Usually when the catcher can't get on it, that's a wild pitch. Is that
Yeah.
the way you usually score it?
Yeah, well, if it hits the dirt first, it's a wild pitch.
Yeah.
Or if it's like that one, it's a wild pitch.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah.
1 ball and 1 strike, no outs. Runner at second is Dominguez. Pitch is
Oh,
lifted in the
no.
infield. Fall. And
Okay.
it does.
Good job by Martinez not pitching her away and giving her any kind of opportunity
No,
to hit behind the
Not
runner.
letting her get the barrel of the bat.
Yeah.
1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. Runner at second in Dominguez. Led off with a single and reached second on a wild pitch by Martinez. Tying run at the plate. Or go-ahead run at the plate. Tying run at second.
Now you just got to advance her. If you're Casino, anything you can do to advance the runner.
1-2 pitch outside.
So she
swing
went
and a miss.
in, and then she went away.
And you could see Vasquez was set up in the outside batter's box.
Yep.
First out of the inning via the strikeout. That's 4 strikeouts now. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Elena Gonzalez. First pitch to Gonzalez, bunts, and it's a strike called. No balls and 1 strike. Dominguez remains at second base with 1 out now. A long stare in by Martinez. Gonzalez awaits the 0-1 pitch. Just down the third baseline foul. Charging hard in there was Rodriguez from first base. So Elena down in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes. Be a perfect time for the number 9 hitter to come through here for Medina Valley. Gonzalez waits the 0-2 pitch, and it's on its way. It's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good waste pitch there by Martinez to see if Gonzalez would chase that pitch. Dominguez stands at second. Tying run just 120 feet away. Martinez delivers the 1-2 pitch to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss. So after the single and a wild pitch put Dominguez at second base. Back-to-back strikeouts. 5 strikeouts now. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter for the Panthers, the third baseman, Madison Guerrero. Guerrero struck out to start the ball game for the Panthers, so she's 0 for 1 tonight. That ball is lifted in the shallow set. Right, it's over to the left right fielder. Down at the base of the wall. 1 run will score. They're waving Guerrero on to third. A ringing triple by Guerrero. That's a Guerrero gem right there. That ties up the ball game. That brings home Dominguez. Guerrero jumped on that first pitch on the outside corner. Sent it over Gomez's head into right field. So Trista Miller now at the plate. Miller squared one up in the first inning. It was a good play by Valero in center field to rob Miller of extra bases. 0 for 1. Bats now at 2 outs. Guerrero just 60 feet away. The go-ahead run for the Panthers. Strike call on the inside part of the plate. No balls and 1 strike.
And Maury, that's why a runner at second base is so much more important than you advancing the runner. She scored, she would have scored on a single more than likely in that situation.
Burris. Oh, takes it down. Miller backs off the plate. Guerrero charging home, safe at the plate. But, Jeff, a good slide, a good job by Guerrero going down.
A little bit closer than it needed to be. She got a bad jump on that, but nonetheless, 2-1.
But, that shows the leadership of Miller. As soon as that ball got by, she's waving Guerrero.
Absolutely.
To come on home.
Let her know where that ball's at.
Absolutely. Panthers have jumped in front now 2-1. Miller at the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. I think the scoreboard's wrong. I think it's 1-1 instead of 1-2, but I could be wrong. But 2 runs across for the Panthers if they've taken the lead. Martinez delivers. Pitch is foul back. Now there's 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes. Trista Miller at the plate. Vasquez set up outside. That pitch is taken down the right field line, but it will fall foul. Trista Miller going with that pitch. One ball and 2 strikes to Miller. She bats here with 2 outs. Panthers have pushed across 2 runs and have grabbed the lead back 2-1.
Catcher set up way outside again.
Again, takes the pitch way, and that was way outside.
And you're way ahead in the count too. 1-2. Now it's 2-2. You still got, plenty of opportunities here. If you're Martinez. If you're Miller, you're still protecting the plate.
Absolutely.
She is kind of far away. She's a good foot or 16 inches or so off that plate.
Miller awaits a 2-2 pitch. Ball is lifted out of play, back behind. We'll replay 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the third. Panthers have pushed across 2 runs. An RBI triple by Guerrero, and then Guerrero scored on a wild pitch. long stare in. Wow, I'd have to step out every once in a while. Try to break the rhythm here. The 2-2 pitch. Ball is lifted in the left field, and it will go harmlessly foul. Dominguez, and Stelzick giving that softball a chase, but could not catch up to it in foul ball territory. So we'll replay 2 balls and 2 strikes once again. Miller battling Martinez, pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Martinez, the 2-2 pitch. Ball is ground ball to shortstop. Dominguez over in time to Rodriguez for the putout. Miller has hit the ball hard twice, but right at Harlandale players. For the Panthers, 2 runs on 2 hits. Nobody left on base. We're through 3. Panthers lead 2-1. Panthers will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers play 2 runs in the 3rd. We head to the 4th inning. Harlandale will send to the plate Martinez, Rodriguez, and Stelzick. Martinez singled and was left at 3rd base in inning number 2. So she is 1 for 1. Martinez is the pitcher tonight for the Indians. First leader of the ball game for the Panthers. First pitch is a strike called. No balls and 1 strike. 4 hits already through 3 innings for Harlandale. Only accounted for 1 run though. The 0-1 pitch. You like that when the ball's in the dirt and the umpire turns his head. You got to keep looking forward, don't you?
It
reminds us of old Super Dave.
Doesn't want a face full of sand, I guess.
No, the 1-1 pitch is low, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Left starter in. It's only giving up 3 hits.
Miller back in. Martinez awaits a 2-1 pitch. Change up. Low outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Rodriguez waits on deck. Harlandale bats here on the top of the 4th. Pitch is low.
That's tough, Maury.
5-pitch walk to start off the inning. That's the first base on balls issued, but it's
in a 2-1 game, leadoff batter. You want to come out here and go right at him.
Number 14, Victoria Prieto, running at first base. Ashton Rodriguez now at the plate as she popped up to Casino for the first out in inning 2. Takes the first pitch for a strike inside the hands for strike 1.
See if Miller can settle down now and get a couple of strikeouts, ground out, pop up, something, to help her cause.
No balls and 1 strike to Rodriguez. Way high, 1-1. Dominguez way deep in that field, Jeff. She's standing almost at the warning track, and so is the center fielder, Gonzalez. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good location there for Miller. Good movement on that ball. Prieto is the courtesy runner at first for the pitcher Martinez, who started the inning with a walk. The 1-2 pitch. That ball is lifted into right field. Right fielder coming in, makes the play.
And
Free
first
catch
base. That's a
for
double play
Salazar.
ball.
That's a double play. As Salazar comes in and makes the play and then fires it to
I'm not sure.
Mackenzie Kennedy. I'm not sure what the
Not
coach
sure.
was thinking there.
Well, the coach is holding her cap over there like, what are you doing? And, I mean, instead of yelling at her, get back. You know, there was – but the base runner, it looked like she thought the ball was going to hit the ground, and she just took off.
But that's what the Panthers needed right there.
Yeah, 2 outs.
2 outs now, bringing up Jordan Stelzick. Stelzick singled and drove in the run for Harlandale. Drove in Dominguez in the 2nd inning. So she is 1 for 1 with an RBI. Fouls the first pitch off down the third baseline. Down in the count, no balls and 1 strike.
Maury, I'm so glad that we got a Medina Valley face mask now. Thanks to Coach B.
The 0-1 pitch, ground ball to Guerrero off the chest. Stays with it, a good throw over and a good stretch by Mackenzie Kennedy.
Good job by Guerrero staying with it. Never panicked, kept the ball in front of her, reached down with her bare hand, Maury, not her glove, and picked it up and threw across the diamond.
Well, realized that she had a little bit of time to get it to first base, kept the ball in front of her. So the leadoff walk doesn't blossom into any runs. We head to the bottom of the 4th. The Panthers leading 2-1. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Panthers will send to the plate Salazar, Burris, and Renslow. Aliana struck out to end inning number 1, so she is 0 for 1. Martinez back in there. She has looked good inside the circle. Strike call, no balls and 1 strike. Panthers with 2 hits. But 2 runs on those 2 hits. Where Harlandale has 4 hits and only 1 run. So the Panthers being efficient with their hitting and their run scoring. Salazar waiting the 0-1 pitch. Martinez delivers, squares around the bunt. Bunts it foul. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes. 2-1 is your score in favor of Medina Valley. Panthers bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Elena down in the count, 0-2. Martinez delivers. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for out number 1. That's 6 strikeouts so far for Martinez. Katie Burris now coming to the plate. Burris hit a rocket at Rodriguez. Rodriguez snared it and cost Burris a extra base hit, at least a double. So Burris squared up the first one, but it was right at him, an atom ball. Martinez delivers. Pitches inside part of the plate for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Catcher Renslow waits on deck here. Martinez stares in, gets a sign from Rosa Velasquez. Now back on the rubber. And the 0-1 pitch. Ball is lifted, cut to the catcher, gets it. Good job by Velasquez finding the ball. Good help by Martinez showing her where the ball was at. F2 if you're scoring at home for out number 2. That's going to bring up number 12, the catcher, Hayden Renslow. Hayden is 0 for 1. She struck out for the second out in inning number 2. See if the Panthers can work some 2-out magic here. That ball is rocketed. That's going to be in the gap. That's going to be at the base of the wall. A good job. A good job.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Dominguez played that perfectly in the outfield. Caught it before it got to the wall. Threw a strike to the second baseman, but Salazar couldn't handle it.
No, so that is a double.
So that's a double for Renslow.
Great job by the left fielder.
Kaylee Upton now at the plate. Kaylee grounded out to the second baseman to end inning number 2. But a 2-out ringing double by Renslow. Panthers have something going here with 2 outs. Martinez delivers. Pitches ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. That was a Hayden haymaker there by Renslow.
A what?
A Hayden haymaker.
I thought she's got to hit a home run to name it, doesn't she?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Mackenzie didn't. Strike call, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Kennedy Kibosh.
Yep, it was a go-ahead run there.
That's true. That was a double.
Yep.
Let's see what Upton can get. What is Upton going to be called?
We'll see.
You'll let us know.
Yep.
The great reveal.
The Max Singer. The 1-1 pitch. Wow, that good
Ball
job.
got some movement on it.
By Velasquez of bringing that pitch down. Looked like it was a little high in the strike zone, but Velasquez framed that. Kaylee now down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Renslow at second. Velasquez set way outside. And that's where that pitch was, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dominguez waits on deck for the Panthers. See if Upton can come through here with a big hit. Velasquez still set up away. 2-2 pitch. Ball is lifted in the center field. It's going to fall in front of the center fielder. Valero with the throw. It's cut off at the pitcher's mound.
Oh, and she held up the runner at third.
That might have been a good idea because Valero got that ball in quick.
She did, but it was cut too, so.
Dominguez steps to the plate. Aubrey is 1 for 1 with a run scored. She singled to start off inning number 3 where the Panthers played at 2 runs. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner or a...
Yeah, courtesy runner for the catcher.
For the catcher, and that looked like that was...
Number 31.
Number 31, Elisa Reyna. So Reyna now the base runner at third. Dominguez at the plate. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Do you put on anything here with that delay?
Yes, she may. She may put on that delay still. I don't want to say it too loud.
No, but you can say it now because they're meeting in a circle.
And
but
they're probably preparing for it right here. With 2 outs, if you get down in the count, I would definitely look for it.
If you didn't pay any attention to the game Tuesday, that's what the Panthers did. They delayed Steele twice against McCullum. And both times it worked and the Panthers scored runs off of it. But Dominguez swinging a hot bat tonight, 1 for 1 with a run scored. At the plate with runners at the corners. Reyna at third. Upton at first. See what the Panthers decide to do here with a 2-1 lead. Martinez delivers. That ball is lifted in the infield. The second baseman Salazar calls it, makes the play. So the Panthers in that inning, 2 runs, no runs on 2 hits, 2 left on base. We're going to the 5th. Panthers up 2-1. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Welcome back to Panther softball as we head to the 5th inning. Panthers stake to a 2-1 lead. Salazar, and Valero. 8-9-1 coming up for Harlandale here as they're going to bat in the 5th. Miller back in there for her 5th inning of work. So let's see if Miller can be tough there in the circle for the Panthers with a 2-run lead.
Sorry, Maury, I had the inning wrong. I had us in the 5th already, going to the 6th. So this is now the 5th inning.
I know.
What's the boys' score?
4-0 after 3 was the latest score.
4-0 after 3.
And that's been a few innings ago because they were ahead of us for a while.
Yeah, they were ahead of us.
So Deshindo Salazar steps to the plate. She struck out her previous at bat in the 2nd inning. First pitch, strike, no balls and 1 strike. Angela Salazar, the second baseman, waits on deck. So back-to-back Salazar's in the lineup for the Indians. Squares around.
Ooh,
wow.
That one was a little high.
As that bat was vertical instead of horizontal there when she attempted to bunt. New score now 7-0 Panthers after 4. So they had a little rally going. That's why we didn't get an update till after the inning. The 0-2 pitch to Salazar, just low. Home plate umpire wanted to bow and arrow that one. The 1-2 pitch. Can't let her get away with taking 2 of them that close. Strikeout for the first out of the inning. That's 5 for Miller. It's going to bring up the second baseman, Angela Salazar. Salazar is 0 for 1. Popped up to Burris to end inning number 2.
Somebody's got something going on in the dugout. They called for the trainer, or right outside the dugout. Not sure exactly what's going on, but they were calling for the trainer, and trainer's over there, ran across the field, Coach Monica, and she's back there behind the dugout. So hope whatever's going on over there, I hope everybody's okay.
So Angela Salazar steps to the plate with 1 out. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Top of the order, and Valero waits on deck. Miller staked to a 1-run lead, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Something off speed there. Change of speed. No balls and 2 strikes. Way out in front of her front foot there was Salazar. The 0-2 pitch. Foul back. Count stays and no balls and 2 strikes. Panthers back to their basic defense. Kennedy at first. Casino at second. Guerrero at third. Burris at short. Dominguez, Gonzalez, and Salazar round out the outfield. The 0-2 pitch is high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Miller back in there. The 1-2 delivery. Just low, 2-2.
Not a bad miss there.
No, it's not.
You know, she went up high, then she went down low and just missed.
Trying to induce a ground ball there with that low pitch. The 2-2 pitch. Strike call, back-to-back Ks to start the inning for out number 2. That's 6 now for Miller. We take it back to the top of the order. Valero, the center fielder, is 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Grounded out to start the ball game, and then struck out to start inning number 3. She is 0 for 2 tonight. Valero, the center fielder for the Indians. Miller delivers. Ball is lifted into the right field. Kennedy gives chase, and it will fall in foul ball territory. No balls and 1 strike.
And this will be the leadoff batter again.
Yes.
Third time she's been up tonight.
3rd time through the order. So no balls and 1 strike to Valero. Pitch is on the way high, 1-1. Nikki Dominguez waits on deck. Should Valero extend inning number 5 for the Indians? The 1-1 pitch. Ball is lifted down the third base line. Burris gives chase, but it will fall in foul ball territory. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the leadoff batter, Valero. See if Burris tries to, Miller tries to work away here. Down in the count is Valero. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Set up away, and it's outside and high, 2-2. Think that pitch got away from Miller. That's not, she's kind of shaking her head. That's not where she wanted that pitch. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Changeup is right where she
Strikeouts
wanted
to
it,
side. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. The Panthers clinging to a 1-run lead. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab, posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado, posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Panthers with a 2-1 lead. Panthers will send to the plate 8, 9, and 1. Casino, Gonzalez, and Guerrero. So after Miller strikes out the side, and Jeff Miller has been perfect.
Yeah, Miller.
In 3 out of the 4 in 3 out of the 4 innings she's pitched. The only blemish was the inning where the
second inning
where they scored the 1 run.
Yeah, she gave up a couple of base hits.
But left 2 base runners on base.
And she did a good job of pitching out of a jam there, too. So, the one mistake there in the second, she's been pretty good. But Maury still, 2-1 game that's a little scary.
You ain't a kidding. Panthers need to put some runs across here. Casino leads off. Gabby is 0 for 1. She struck out for the first out in inning number 3. Martinez delivers, backs Casino off at the feet. 1 ball and no strikes.
And the strikeout, although we'd love for her to hit the ball, or advance the runner, did not hurt her in that inning because Guerrero came up 2 batters later and had a run-scoring triple.
Right, and came around and scored on the wild pitch for the go-ahead run so far. The 1-0 pitch is high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Casino heading to count 2-1. She leads off here for the Panthers in the 5th. Martinez delivers. Check swing fouled down the first base line.
She wanted it, but that pitch really ran in hard on her hands.
So 2 balls and 1 strike.
Still here, Maury. 2-1, hitters count still. You still want to look at something out over the plate that you can drive.
See if Martinez makes a mistake here and Casino makes her pay for it. The 2-1 pitch. Lifted foul out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty good cut at a ball that was kind of high in the zone.
But it was a little off the plate. And Gabby likes to go to that right side part of the field. But Martinez has battled back from 2-0 now to 2-2. Velasquez set up a little away, and that is away. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That's how she got her last time, too. She went in, and then went away.
So payoff pitch coming to Casino. She leads off here in the 5th for the Panthers. Panthers with a slim 2-1 lead. Martinez with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Casino goes down with a strikeout for out number 1. That's 7 strikeouts now for Martinez. It's going to bring up Elena Gonzalez. Elena is 0 for 1. She struck out for the second out in inning number 3. Martinez with a long time in between pitches. Bunts that fair. No play. What a bunt. She killed it right in front of home plate, right down the third base line.
Yeah.
There was nothing,
I mentioned that earlier, too, Maury, that the third baseman was playing very deep.
5 hits now. Perfect time as Harlandale was not looking for that. And Elena put down a beautiful bunt. I think, Jeff, even if they were looking for it, that was so well placed. I don't know if they would have got her out.
Yep, it was definitely a good one.
Turn it over to the top of the order with Guerrero. Guerrero is 1 for 2. A strikeout and a triple. Drove in a run and scored the go-ahead run for the Panthers. So she is 1 for 2. RBI and a run scored. Elena Gonzalez is your runner at first with 1 out. The 1-0 pitch. Guerrero lines that one right back where it came from. And that's a good thing it was a little higher than
that was going to hurt
Martinez's
somebody.
head because that she didn't get her glove up in time. Guerrero just busted that ball right up the middle. 6 hits now for the Panthers.
Still just 1 out.
Still just 1 out. Trista Miller comes to the plate. Trista is 0 for 2. She's hit the ball hard twice. A fly out to the center fielder and a hard ground out to Dominguez at short. The first pitch to Miller. Squares around and bunts at that one. No balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Gonzalez at second. Guerrero at first. Miller trying to help her own cause here. It's a pitcher versus pitcher matchup. The 0-1 pitch delivery by Martinez. Foul back into the screen. No balls and 2 strikes.
You know, not a terrible idea to try to bunt right there because you know that third baseman is not going to cover and try to field that ball. But at the same time, you got first and second and one of your better hitters up.
The 0-2 pitch. That's over to third baseman right in front of the shortstop. That ball is going to fall in for a single.
That's an infield single.
Infield single for Miller. That was probably the weakest ball she's hit all night, but that one finds a hole for the Panthers.
Right off the handle, and it kind of went over the third baseman and under the shortstop, and the shortstop couldn't get a glove down and tried to field it and kicked it.
Well, Jeff, what happened on that play was when Miller swung, the shortstop was going over to second base to cover second base. Instead of going to where the ball was hit, it caught her going towards the base, and it fell right over to third baseman in the vacancy that the shortstop left.
We're going to have a pinch hitter here, Maury.
We have a pinch hitter for Eliana Salazar. That going to be Miss Sotelo?
That is Sotelo.
So Madison Sotelo at the plate for the Panthers. And, Jeff, this is one of the Panther batters that in one swing of the bat can get you 4 runs, especially right now in this situation with the bases loaded.
And you know, she came up in a situation a couple nights ago where she needed to get a fly ball, and she got a deep fly ball. And then I think she had a pinch hit Tuesday night as well.
So Sotelo stands in, takes the first pitch low.
And she walked, I believe.
Yes.
I think she walked.
Yep, she did. So Gonzalez at first, Guerrero at second, Miller at first.
Situation here, though, Maury, that you got to get something out of this.
You got to put it in play.
You got to get something out of this.
Sotelo waiting for the 1-0 pitch. 2 balls and no strikes.
And I think, Maury, if she gets it on the ground anywhere except to the pitcher, I almost said Speedy Gonzalez. The speedy Elena Gonzalez will get home.
Absolutely.
She is fast.
But the 2-0 pitch coming. Swing and a miss.
Rip.
That's a good swing.
Good rip at a 2-0 pitch.
Absolutely. Madison Guerrero pinch hitting in a tough situation. Bases loaded.
Sotelo.
1 out. Sotelo. Pretty upright stance for Sotelo. Chopped foul down the third baseline.
She kind of rolled over the top of that outside pitch more instead of going with it.
Tried to pull that outside pitch, and that's usually what's going to happen. 1 out. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Gonzalez at third, Guerrero at second, Miller at first. 1 out. 2-1 is your score. Panthers bat in the 5th with a 1-run lead. Sotelo takes it. That ball is going to get 1 run. That ball is lifted into center field. Center fielder over and makes the play. Easy tag up for Elena Gonzalez.
Yep.
Sacrifice flying an RBI for Sotelo.
Did her job.
And Jeff,
Maury, what?
I don't think Gonzalez tagged up. I think she went home before. I don't think she did not tag up. I was even going to say she was off the base when they made the catch.
Oh, my goodness.
I was even going to say that. I said, Jeff, I was going to tell you, Jeff, I don't think she tagged up, but I didn't want to say it loud enough to where the catcher heard me. But she didn't tag up. She ran as soon as the ball was hit before it was caught.
Wow. I don't know what to say
So
there.
what happened there is Sotelo flied out to center field for out number 2, but Elena Gonzalez left third base early, and they doubled her off on the play for out number 3.
So I saw her cross home plate, but she must have gone back.
She did go back. But the problem is with that, if you touch home base, you've got to go back and touch home base
through home base
before you go back.
But did she? Because he didn't call her out until she got tagged.
Well, I don't think he realized what was going on.
But the problem here, okay, so that's a huge problem. the runner that ended up on third base should have gone back to second base, and everybody would have been safe, and we'd had 2 outs.
Exactly.
I don't remember who the runner was, but I think the runner at second tagged up also, and so she was expecting Gonzalez to tag up.
Or you just tell, Elena to just stay in the dugout and hope they didn't catch her leaving early.
Yeah.
But I even looked because I was watching the catch, and I even looked and I thought to myself, she didn't tag up.
I was watching the second base runner.
And I was watching her, and I was even going to say she didn't tag up, but I didn't want to say it loud enough to where the catcher didn't hear me. But did you hear the fans in the crowd hollered, check third, check third.
Yeah,
they saw it also. So a big blunder there.
That is.
As it looked like Sotelo put the Panthers in a situation to get some courtesy insurance runs, but nevertheless, we head to the 6th.
Maury, we've seen some serious base running mistakes here in the last couple of games.
Line drive down the first base line for a foul. 2, 3, and 4 in the inning, Jeff. If you get through these, you got in
good
shape.
Base running mistakes like that, that's really not something you practice, because it's something when you get to the high school level you should know.
You should know the situation.
Yeah.
So no balls and 1 strike. Nikki Dominguez leads off here.
Okay. Salazar.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Nikki Dominguez at the plate. Nikki is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to the pitcher. Down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Big part of the inning, 2, 3, and 4 in the 6th. If you can get through this inning, you feel like you're in good shape going into the last. But the score's now still only 2-1.
You need 6 outs no matter how you look at it now.
1 ball and 1 strike is the count as Dominguez leads off here in the 6th for Harlandale. Foul back out of play, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Man, I sure hope I wasn't seeing things in that inning before, but I even thought to myself, she did not tag up. The 1-2 count, swing and a miss. Strikeout for out number 1. That's a 7th strikeout now. As we head to Rosa Vasquez, the catcher. Rosa is 1 for 2, a strikeout and a single, but was stranded at second base in the 3rd. So 1 for 2 to the number 3 hitter, the catcher in the lineup for Harlandale. First pitch is low in the dirt inside. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Lifted in the infield. Miller calls it and catches it right off outside the circle for out number 2. F1, he was scoring at home for the 2nd out of the inning. That's 5 flyouts now. 3 groundouts and 8 strikeouts. That's going to bring up Juliana Dominguez. Juliana, the shortstop, doubled to start off inning number 2 and came around and scored on Stell's single, the only run in the ballgame for Harlandale. So Juliana is 1 for 2 with a run scored. The only left-handed batter in the lineup tonight for Harlandale.
And she had a nice single for
She doubled in the first in on the 2nd inning off the base of the wall and came around and scored on Stelzik's single.
Mm-hmm.
Was when they had 3 hits
That's
in
right.
that
She's
inning
the
and
one
only
that
scored
started
1
it,
run.
Trista got one up a little high to her. And she just slapped it that way.
Fouled back into the screen, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. If you've just joined us, it's been an exciting ball game. Panthers lead 2-1. A little bit of drama.
Always interesting.
Always a drama. Miller stares in to Renslow. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball that's going to be in the hole up the middle for a base hit. So a 2-out single. That's 5 hits now for the Indians. That's going to bring up number 15, the pitcher, Janelle Martinez. Martinez is perfect at the plate, Jeff. She is 1 for 1, a single and walked, but then was doubled up
That was the courtesy runner.
The courtesy runner, exactly. That was Prieto that was doubled up.
On that play to right field. So base running mistake by both teams.
So down the count now is Martinez. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Line shot to Burris off the glove. A diving attempt, but she kept it into the infield. That's Jeff. If she don't get a glove on that liable to go to the wall.
That goes to the 2000 by district champion sign out there in left center field.
So back-to-back 2-out hits. It's going to bring up Ashlyn Rodriguez. Ashlyn is 0 for 2. Popped up to the second baseman and to the right fielder.
This is how they started the second inning. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner again, number 2.
Number 2, that's going to be Serena Tovar. So Tovar comes in to run.
The difference
for Martinez.
The difference in the second inning and the difference here is those two both got base hits with 0 outs then, and now they get 2 base hits back to back with.
And Jeff, this might not be
outs.
a bad thing if you can eliminate them right here. They've went through the meat of the order. They're batter number 6 right now.
Yeah, you just need 1 out. You're 1 pitch away right now from getting to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Get this out over, and you face 7, 8, and 9 in the last inning. First pitch in, tight on the hands, 1 ball and no strikes. Dominguez at first. Dominguez at second. Tovar at first. So she's courtesy running for the pitcher, Martinez. The 1-0 pitch. Out away. 2 balls and no strikes. So after a strikeout and a pop-up, back-to-back singles with 2 outs by Dominguez and Martinez. Ball is nubbed foul. 1 ball and 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. 2 runners on. Panthers clinging to a slim 2-1 lead. Probably a lot closer ball game than the Panther fans anticipated before the ball game started. But a gamey Harlandale Indian team has come to play tonight. 2-1 pitch is down low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Jordan Stelzick waits on deck. Stelzick drove in the only run for Harlandale tonight. You'd like to see Miller take care of Rodriguez right here. That pitch is lifted in the infield in foul ball territory. And Renslow gave it a chance, but it hit up top of the backstop. So that'll fill the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And she went after ball 4 right there.
So payoff pitch coming. Runner should be in motion.
I would almost think you'd throw her a changeup here because she's showing aggressiveness at the plate. Throw her that changeup and let her use her own aggressiveness against her.
Ground ball to short. Burris with the flip over to second for the put out. So fielder's choice for Rodriguez. Tovar is retired 6-4 for out number 3. No runs on 1 hit, on 2 hits. 1 left on base. We're going to the 6th. Bottom of the 6th. Panthers lead 2-1. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Panthers with a slim 2-1 lead. They will send to the plate Burris, Renslow, and Upton. Panthers looking for some insurance runs. A new update from the boys game versus Southwest. The Panthers lead now 7-2 heading to the 6th inning. It is 2-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Burris, Renslow, Upton, 4, 5, 6. It would be nice if the Panthers could get some insurance runs, as Martinez has been stingy in the circle for the Indians tonight. Panthers with only 2 runs. 7 hits, though, for the Panthers, but only 2 runs. So they haven't been too sufficient on runs versus the hits. But let's see if that can change right now. Burris comes to the plate, grounded out to the first baseman, and then popped up to the catcher. So she is 0 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, but she's hit the ball. She's hit the ball solid. Oh, the first time she hit the ball solid. The second time, not so much.
So Burris bats to lead off here in the 6th. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike.
Rip at that was a Burris rip.
That was a good swing.
Her BFF is here from Lubbock, so she's trying to impress her, I guess.
No balls and 1 strike. Martinez working hard there in the circle for the Indians tonight. The 0-1 pitch stays inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's a pitch a few times that he's called a strike
she's
tonight.
Fortunate that one wasn't called a strike, especially after she swung at the first one that was in
the same spot, yeah. So the 1-1 pitch now from Martinez. Ball is lifted out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
They do a good job. You know, she's done a catcher setup on the inside half of the plate, and Martinez has done a good job of hitting that mitt when she needs to.
She's hit exactly where Velasquez has asked for it.
I don't know if they would dare throw Katie something over the outside part of the plate now. But that's kind of what the MO has been tonight.
So Martinez.
She's going back inside.
With the 1-2 pitch. Just high. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Looked like that was a little drop ball, Maury, that she kind of threw on the inside part and tried to get it to drop into the zone, and it didn't drop enough.
No, but Martinez kind of shook her head as she liked that location. Thought maybe she'd get the call from the umpire, but nevertheless, it evens the count at 2-2. Burris leads off in the 6th. Outside, full count. So after falling behind, no balls and 2 strikes, Burris has battled back to a full count. Martinez stares in to Velasquez. Velasquez flashes the signal. The 3-2 pitch from Martinez. Foul back.
Good rip there again by Burris on a 3-2 pitch.
And that was a lot of the plate there for Martinez.
It was a little bit more of the plate than what she's, but that's when you're behind in the count, you kind of got to.
You don't want to give a lead-up walk. You want to make them earn first base. So we'll replay full count once again. Martinez delivers. That ball is lifted in the left field. The left fielder calls it. That's Dominguez, camps under it for the putout. Just got under that pitch, Burris did. F7 if you're screwing that home for out number 1. That was a big out there for Martinez to start this inning. Hayden Renslow now steps to the plate. Hayden is 1 for 2, a strikeout and a double. But she was stranded at third base in inning number 3. So 1 for 2. As Hayden delivered a haymaker there with a double, but Panthers could not bring her in. That ball is fouled back into the screen.
Yeah, she took a big cut too. Panther batters the 3rd time through are seeing the ball, just not making square contact right now.
So no balls and 1 strike is the count. Renslow is doing the catching duties tonight for the Panthers when they're on defense. Now steps up to the offensive part of the plate, 1 for 2. Down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. High, 1-1. Kaylee Upton waits on deck for the Panthers. Medina Valley looking for some insurance runs here.
2 years ago.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1-run lead for the Panthers. Martinez with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Hayden digs in now, down in the count, 1-2. Waits the pitch. Ground ball to short. Shortstop on the knees, makes a long throw, not in time. That's a single for Renslow.
She really came across on that high pitch.
Second hit of the ball game for Hayden. We are going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Checking into the ball game now.
Not sure. Is that the same number we had
It
earlier?
looks like that's number. Is that
31? Yeah,
is that Reyna? Elisa Reyna?
Yep, that's it.
So Reyna will be the courtesy runner
Not
for
sure
the
what grade
catcher.
she is.
So Upton steps to the plate now with a runner at first. Kaylee is 1 for 2, a single, a ground out and a single. Followed the double up by Renslow, but they were stranded on the base path. So Kaylee Upton steps to the plate. Renslow single, now a courtesy runner in Reyna at first base. So the home plate umpire's going over the changes in the ball game, make sure the scorekeepers got it right.
Get it all squared away.
Upton steps up to the plate. Panthers in need of some insurance runs. Bunts right through that pitch for a strike. Charging hard were the corners. And the pitcher was actually going, Martinez was actually going to cover third base on the rotation as the shortstop was going to second and the second baseman was going to first. Upton down in the count now, 0-1. Reyna stands at first. Velasquez set up outside. The pitch is way outside. Evens the count at 1-1.
I'll tell you right now what I'm seeing. Okay, I saw the left fielder kind of come in there late, but nobody was. That third baseman's coming so hard. Nobody was covering third base, but the left fielder did show up in the picture later.
And the pitch before the pitcher was heading over there at the last minute to cover third base. So I'm not sure what kind of rotation this is, but
little confusion going on.
Little confusion, yeah, absolutely. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on, a 1-run lead for the Panthers. Bluffs the bunt, pulls it back, takes it for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Little slash hit there. Slash attempt.
Little play-by-play for the hometown announcer tonight. The PA announcer.
PA.
The 2-1 pitch. Squares around a bunt right in front of the catcher.
Nice
Catcher
bunt.
with a throw to first in time. The second baseman, Salazar, was covering. But a sacrifice bunt there from Kaylee Upton. Moves Reyna to second base.
Good job.
So that's 1-4 for the putout if you're scoring at home. Actually 2-4 because the catcher got that ball for out number 2. It's going to bring up Aubrey Dominguez. Dominguez is 1 for 2, singled and scored the first run of the ball game on Guerrero's triple.
I think Coach from Harlandale thought that it may have hit Upton when she was trying to get out of the box.
Well, then the only thing that would change in the situation was there'd be 2 outs and the runner would be back at first instead of second. But I didn't see that.
See it. it's hard for me to see.
But we were
from this
blocked by the
angle,
catcher and the umpire.
and the fence and the bar in front of us and everything else that we had to look through.
But a long discussion here. So they're just going to rule the out at first.
Okay.
So nothing changes. Sacrifice, beautiful sacrifice for Upton. Moves Reyna into second base. Dominguez at the plate. Like I mentioned, Dominguez is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Big hit at a big time here would be nice.
Big situation here for the freshman to try to, get another run to cushion that lead a little bit.
Takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Reyna the runner at second. Panthers looking for some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-1 pitch. Ball low, 1-1. Eight hits tonight for the Panthers, but only 2 runs to show for it.
Hadn't really put them together.
No. And when they did, the running mistake cost the Panthers a run. The 1-1 count. Strike call, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Martinez really pounding away at that inside part of the plate.
She does not want Dominguez to get something out in front where she can drive this pitch. Aubrey down in the count. Just need to make some contact here and see if the Indians can play some defense. Velasquez set up way outside. Foul back. But I don't know if you noticed, Jeff, when Reyna, the second,
she set
Reyna
up.
at second base, motioned that the catcher set up outside. It's heads up base running.
Absolutely.
Signaling to the
Well, and it's,
batter.
The catcher needs to learn to show late.
So the 1-2 pitch once again coming to Dominguez. Martinez delivers just high.
I've known a lot of batters, though, that don't like that because it's a distraction.
No.
So I've seen it both ways. But if you can do it and show it early enough, hey, it's gamesmanship. There you go. Go with it.
2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Martinez delivers. Velasquez set up outside again. Ball is lifted, foul out of play down the first baseline. Count holds it 2-2. Just seems, Jeff, like this game is just dragging on.
It's because it's Thursday. It's our Friday. What, do you have to work tomorrow? Is the boss giving you a day off?
Day off for Good Friday.
Y'all going to Comfort?
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strike called a backwards case. Dominguez took that one on the inside part of the plate. For the strikeout for the Panthers. No runs on 1 hit. 2 left on base. We head to the 7th. The Panthers clinging to a 2-1 lead. Panther softball will continue in a moment.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. The Indians down to their last 3 outs. They will send to the plate Stelzick, Salazar, and Salazar. Stelzik, who's going to lead off here, is 1 for 2 with the lone RBI for Harlandale. Big out here, very big out.
Yep, need 3. And, you know, what you want to do is you want to go right at them, throw a lot of strikes. You don't want to get behind in counts. You don't want to put pressure on yourself here.
So let's see if Miller can make these 2 runs hold up for the Panthers.
The next 3 batters are combined 1 for 6.
Yes.
With 3 strikeouts, so
Stelzik leads off here. Harlandale down to their last 3 outs. Miller delivers, swing and a miss on a high pitch.
Guess they're not taken until they get a strike.
Well, Jeff, this is probably the one batter out of the next 2 that could probably one swing get you in a tie ball game here. The 0-1 pitch, ball high. Evens the count at 1. One ball and 1 strike. Top of the 7th. Miller delivers. Strike call, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Looked like a changeup that floated in there.
It definitely wasn't the pitch Stelzik was looking for because the bat never left her shoulder.
Well, you got 2 high ones in a row, and that one down there low at the knees, she wasn't looking for that.
The 1-2 pitch just got enough to stay alive as Miller was working away from there. It was a good swing by Stelzik to keep that at bat going. A good defensive swing. Now goes down and talks to Coach Fernandez, getting some encouragement there. Stelzik walking a little gimpy there, favoring that right leg. I don't know if it's a knee or ankle, but she doesn't look 100% there. Miller with the 1-2 pitch. Backs her off the plate. 2-2.
That, you know, that inside pitch, you know, he's been calling that pitch a little bit.
A tough pitch to take with this umpire. But nevertheless, the 2-2 pitch is on its way. Ball is lifted in the right field, left fielder over and makes the play. Aubrey Dominguez charging in and makes the play. F7 for out number 1, Jeff, and that was a big out.
That is, and, you know, it's a changeup that kind of got away.
Going to have a pinch hitter, Victoria Prieto, will come to the plate and bat for Jacinda Salazar. Jacinda was 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. So Prieto, we've seen her come in and courtesy run a couple of times. Now she's stepping to the plate for her first at bat. So Prieto steps to the plate for Salazar.
You know, next week, Maury, the temperature is supposed to get up in the 90s for the first time.
Yeah, so much for that Puxatawny dumb groundhog that said we were going to get 6 more
months of winter.
6 more weeks of winter.
Well, that's
pop up to pitcher Miller. Miller charging in and makes it.
You know, we really don't recognize Puxatawny Field down here. We've got the armadillo that we recognize down here.
I thought he was the one that just drank Lone Star Light.
Well, he probably had a few before he got up that morning, and he didn't see his shadow. So,
well, an armadillo's pretty much blind, anyways. I didn't think they could see anything.
That's probably why he didn't see it, I guess.
Pretty much. Angela Salazar steps to the plate now. Angela is 0 for 2. A pop-up and a strikeout. Harlandale down to their last 3 strikes, their last out. You do not want to let the top of the order come up here. The 1-0 pitch is a strike call, 1-1. Got your number 9 hitter up.
Yeah, it's all kind of fallen into place just like we were talking about 2 innings ago. Face your 7, 8, 9.
Absolutely. The 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. Harlandale down to their last strike. But, Jeff, you've got to be impressed because if you'd have told me it was going to be 2-1 going in the 7th, I'd have said there ain't no way.
Yeah.
But Harlandale has shown some grit
I
tonight.
tell you what, Martinez is
She's looked very good.
impressive.
Absolutely. I know she's given up 7 or 8 hits now, but she's spread them out. Ground ball to Burrs. It's short on the in medium hop. The throw over is not in time. And, Jeff, that's one you got to charge in and catch that on the big bounce.
She let that one eat her up.
It got inside on her.
Got into her, and she didn't have a chance after that happened.
So an E6, and they send it back to the top of the order. Third error of the ball game. Valerie Valero at the plate, Jeff, and she is 0 for 3. A ground out to Guerrero, and then back-to-back strikeouts. So you can look at it. You can look at it two ways. That ball is hit. Center fielder over, and a good play there by Gonzalez. Catches that ball at the warning track for the putout for out number 3. No runs or no hits. 1 left on base. That'd be the ball game for the Panthers. Panthers, the 2 runs hold up 2-1. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. As we wrap it up here, Panthers with a 2-1 lead, but a gamey Harlandale Indian team that came in, Jeff, with only 2 wins in district play.
Yeah, and their backs were against the wall, and you know you're gonna get everybody's best effort from here on out.
And I tell you what, Martinez could be a factor down the road for Harlandale, and she could spoil some seasons for the teams that are coming up to play them. I'm glad the Panthers don't have to face her again because she was tough there in the circle. But with that said, the Panthers put enough runs together, 2 runs. They had 8 hits, but Jeff, the one key, and I'm not saying it's a key, but the one thing that you've got to improve on is the mental mistakes.
Yep.
The running mistakes that can sometimes cost you a ball game.
Tuesday night it was the 5 errors.
Well, but we ran ourselves, stole third base, and run ourselves out of an inning.
Tonight was the mental mistakes with the bases, on the bases. So
that can be fixed.
They're all correctable
Everything
mistakes.
Can be fixed.
You know, so moving forward, you got your biggest week of the season coming up next week. You got Legacy coming to town, and
then you got Southside, am I correct?
Then you got Southside, I believe, and we go to Southside, and I don't believe we'll have that broadcast. We may. I
didn't have it the first time because it was spring break. Am I correct? Because I for some reason I couldn't make that game because I was still working.
Yeah, I don't have my sheet with me.
I think that was the reasoning why.
But I think we got Legacy. I think Tuesday.
Okay.
At home, so I believe, and that's the one that's going to be.
Well, you have 2 of your losses. Now you face them back here at Medina Valley.
Yeah, you get them at home.
The crowd needs to be here and support these girls.
Absolutely. So, hey, but let's go ahead and the
player of the game.
Travel by Design player of the game tonight is going to be Madison Guerrero, a junior. She had the triple RBI, and she scored the 2nd run of the game. So that little, 1-2 punch there that she gave in the 2nd inning, was it the 2nd inning?
Yes. No, actually that was the 4th inning. Or the third inning.
That was the 3rd inning with 2 outs, mind you. We scored 2 runs with 2 outs. So big at-bats by by Madison Guerrero, and that earned her Tanya's Travel by Design Player of the Game. And if anybody's looking to travel, I know everybody's wanting to get out of the house, and as this COVID kind of loosens its grip on us a little bit, give Tanya a call. She can set you up with any kind of travel plans or anything that you may be looking forward to this summer or even into Christmas. So thank you, Tanya's Travel by Design, and thank you to all of our sponsors for making all this possible. Thank you to Coach Bunteo and the Medina Valley Panther softball team for recognizing us, Medina Valley Broadcast Network, Maury Stein, and myself before the game. It's an honor. Thank you very much, and we do it because we love it, and we're going to be here for a while. So.
Absolutely. And with that said,
happy Easter.
Yep.
Happy Easter, Murray.
With that said, for Jeff Stivers, I'm Maury Stein saying I hope everybody has a great Easter weekend. Good night, and God bless.